Now that I have your attention, welcome to my Foundations of Learning presentation for the spring 2017 semester. I'm Chris Derstine, and I'll be sharing what I've discovered about my career choice and what my plan is to reach my goal. Electricity has always fascinated me. You can't see it or smell it, at least not until something goes wrong, like we saw in the opening video. Then its power becomes quite evident. The best part is even in a fault, the results of power flow are predictable. Electricity is a measurable, predictable, and controllable science. Coming out of high school, I wanted to be an electrical engineer, but that just didn't work out. Now, after starting my career in the electrical field as an electrician, I plan to take the next step and become an electrical engineer. Journey, I've enrolled in a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering program here at American Public University, with a concentration on mechatronic systems, integrating electronic controllers, sensors, and devices with mechanical equipment. 3 levels of education that will qualify you to work in electrical engineering field. With an associate's degree, you can work at an entry level as an assistant to an engineer performing many similar duties. To be recognized as an engineer, you need to have earned a bachelor's degree at an accredited college. Earning a master's degree generally opens doors to management and other positions of authority. But in order to provide services to the public legally, you must be licensed. If you're considering engineering, the Department of Labor recommends that you be motivated, proficient in high-level mathematics, technical and detail-oriented, able to think critically, communicate well with others, and to be able to clearly convey your ideas. With the vast array of electrical engineering disciplines, the job sector is pretty wide open. Electrical engineer can find employment in aerospace, manufacturing, utility industry, government, construction, and telecommunications, to name a few. Electrical engineer can work can be numerous within each of the job sectors. Engineers will perform electrical system design and analysis, research and development, electronics design and manufacturing, or provide technical management, maybe technical journalism, or even teach. Job outlook for electrical engineer is even more diverse, or a little diverse as well. Depending on the discipline you're looking at, anticipated growth will go from will be anywhere from -1 to 1% during the period of 2014 to 2024. The chart shown on the right of the slide is for an electrical engineer who is not licensed and is not working in the electronic or computer discipline. Although the anticipated growth is not very encouraging, engineering does offer a good median salary at $94,210 with a lot of potential increase. Power systems engineer is one of the many disciplines under the electrical engineering umbrella. This is the area of electrical engineering that interests me the most and where I plan to focus my education. The field of study primarily deals with the distribution, control, and integration of electrical power sources. A power source engineer will analyze and design these systems for reliability, security, and the welfare and safety of the public. You'll find power system engineer in the electric and utility industry as the design and analysis of security, design and analysis of systems, and as a security specialist. You'll find them in service and consulting firms, contracting for a variety of tasks from analysis to design and management of low voltage and even high voltage systems. You'll find them manufacturing to oversee the installation, operation, and maintenance of electrical power systems at a multitude of voltages. And you'll find them in government at the local level, U.S. level, even the international level. Primary task of the power systems engineer relates to analyzing the flow of power and faults in an electrical system. These systems could be electrical distribution systems within an industrial facility, the electric transmission grid from a generating station, or even the workings of a generating station itself. Power engineers' duties will vary depending on the industry they are employed. For instance, in manufacturing, the duties are driven by process reliability, cost, and safety, where in government, the driving force may be facility security, both physical and technical. Technology is constantly changing the duties of the power engineer. In the electrical utilities industry, there is a shift from old, reliable fossil fuels to more environmentally friendly sources such as wind and the sun. The electrical grid was built around stationary facilities such as this coal-fired plant and delivered through transmission lines to points of usage. Power efficient and environmentally friendly nuclear facilities were added as early as the 1960s, but still represent a fixed grid. Hydroelectric is a reliable and renewable resource, but it's still a fixed grid source that maintains the same generating principle. Advancement of wind turbine technology has created some new challenges for power engineers. This technology can stand on its own or be tied in the electric grid at just about any location. Solar represents another source of energy that can be introduced to the electric grid from just about any location. Integrating old and new technologies has created challenges that the modern power electrical engineer faces. Connecting these old technologies to new technologies, developing control systems to maximize efficiency and maintain system security. Sources such as wind and solar are forcing engineers to consider contributions to the grid from someone's home in addition to the huge generating plants. Power engineers will need to continue to research and development as technology moves forward. I'm presently employed in the electrical industry and have earned my associate's degree in electrical technologies. This has helped me to realize that my desire to become an electrical power engineer. The next step is earning my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and preparing for the professional examination, eventually becoming a licensed engineer. There are two stages of becoming a licensed engineer. The first step is the Fundamentals of Engineering exam, which can be taken in your senior year of college. Your degree program must be accredited by the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. Upon passing the FE exam, you enter into the engineering training phase. From that point, you must spend the next 4 years working under a professional engineer in your discipline before you're eligible to sit for the professional engineering exam. Licensure is administered and awarded through states. I plan to follow the advice of professionals presently in the field. They will tell you to work hard, learn as much as possible, but don't stop at the technical education. Writing and speaking is just as important for the engineer to properly convey ideas. They go on to encourage finding that niche that you enjoy and mastering it. They encourage you not to settle in, but to go on and to get your license, which is precisely what I plan to do. Education has been helpful to understand what is required to become an electrical power engineer, what they do, where you might find one.